Hey guys, it's Melanie, and today we are gonna learn how to make this traditional granny square. This is crocheted in the round, which means you have the circle and you crochet around it this way rather than going back and forth in a row. I'm gonna show you everything you need to know how to do this, change out your colors, how to finish off your ends, and then also how to attach two of them together so that you can make a blanket or a scarf out of these. Whatever you do, just use the same type of yarn and the same hook throughout your entire project. If you wanted to make a scarf or a blanket, just keep it consistent. Mother's Day is like 6 or 7 weeks away. So if you sit down, make a couple of these every night, you'd have enough for a nice throw blanket to make for mom. This whole month I'm going to be showing you all sorts of tutorials on things that you could make for mom. So yeah, let's get started on making this granny square.
Alright, now here's the granny square nice and close so you can see exactly what it looks like. Okay, start with the slip knot on your hook. If you need a refresher on any of those details, check out the single and double crochet video that I have. Just for the sake of time, I'm not going to go over everything. So what you want to do is chain 6. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to slip stitch it into this very first loop, the first chain. You're going to stick your hook in there. You're going to bring it around, you're going to slip stitch, so you're going to yarn over and pull through both those little loops. Okay, that's a slip stitch. The next thing you're going to do is chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you're going to have this chain 3, and that's your first double crochet. And then what you're going to do is do 2 more double crochet. So this is your first, so you're going to do another one. So double crochet, remember, yarn over, and then you're going to go in the circle. Then you're going to pull it up. You have 3, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through these last 2. Okay, so that's going to be considered 2 double crochet. And then I'm going to do 1 more. Yarn over in the circle. Okay, 2 loops, 2 loops. Okay, now what you're going to do is chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and you're going to do another cluster of 3 double crochets. Okay, ready? In the circle, right? Two, and the third one. Now some of you were commenting that you were finding your stitches were super tight. Just, you know, don't be so tense. Just let the yarn glide on this finger. Relax, don't be nervous or feel like it's not perfect. And that might help you a little bit. Okay, so see how that's forming a square? So we're gonna chain 3. And then we're gonna do another cluster of 3 double crochet in the circle. Okay, ready, go. Okay, there's our third one. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna do our last cluster. Okay, then your last chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you're gonna put it on this chain, so you stick your hook through. This is a slip stitch. Pull it through. So you're gonna cut the end. And then from that slip stitch, you're gonna bring that loop through, same as you would finish off. Okay, and just kind of tug on that a little bit. Okay, so here, oh, there it is. Here's your center square. Okay, so I'm going to show you 2 different methods of adding colors, and then you can decide which one you like the best. So the first method is you're going to start with your new color, on your hook. Okay. And then what you're gonna do is put it in this hole, this corner part, with the yarn around the back. And then you can bring the yarn up like that and then slip stitch it. You're basically then just gonna start it like you did before. Chain 3, and then keep going with your cluster. So that's how you could start it. This is called a chainless start. But actually I like to knot mine. Some crocheters are not big on knotting. I like to kind of bring it through and then kind of just like, I just feel like it's a little bit more secure. So you can do whatever you want. And then from here, you'll put your yarn through, or you'll put your hook through, and you'll bring up your new yarn this way, and then you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, 3, exactly like you started before. Okay, so either way you wanna do it, totally fine. This is actually gonna kind of be over here. Okay, and then we are gonna basically do the same thing again. It's 3 double crochet. So we're gonna do our second one because that chain 3 counts as the first one. Okay, so there's our cluster. And then we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and then back in the same hole. Another 3 double crochet. How that's looking? So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna do 1 chain, and then you're gonna continue with your double crochet. Here's number 3, the third one. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and then another 3 double crochets over on this side. So see how that's coming together? Okay, now don't forget to do your chain 1, and then let's do this next corner. So here's how it looks with 3 of the corners done. Okay, so don't forget to chain 1 in between, and then let's do this last corner. I just finished this double crochet. I'm gonna chain 1, and then you're gonna slip stitch, same kind of thing in the top of this chain. So put your hook through. Okay, and then you're gonna cut. And then pull that through. I'm gonna start my new color in the corner. Okay, so basically we're gonna do the same thing, except this time when we're going around, we are gonna do a cluster of double crochets right here. Okay, so I'll show you what to do. So you're gonna do your chain 3, then another 2 double crochets. Okay, then your 1, 2, 3 chain. Okay, then your second grouping. Just as a little tip too, sometimes when you're doing this, these can kind of get funny. So you can just kind of like move your finger to get these loops under control a little bit more. Okay, last one. Okay, so see here, there's that corner forming. Do your chain 1 again. Okay, and then you're gonna do 3 double crochets in this hole. That chain 1. And then you're gonna back to your corner, 3 double crochets, chain 3, another 3 double crochets, and then just finish going all the way around. And I'll show you how to finish it off. Remember, you just finished this double crochet. You're going to chain 1, and then you're gonna slip stitch it up here. So I've knotted my yarn. I'll pull it up, and then it's the same thing, okay? So, but now in these 2 spots, we're gonna put 2 clusters of 3 double crochet with 1 chain in between each one. Okay, if you're feeling discouraged or you don't feel like it looks right, it's okay. You can either just unravel it and start again, or just keep going. You'll get a feel for it eventually. Sometimes crocheting in the round can take a few practices before you really feel like you're getting the hang of it, but once you get it, you've got it, and you're gonna be able to make some really fun things. Chain 3, okay, and then let's go all the way around. I chained 1, then my 3 double crochet. I'm right here, I'm gonna chain 1, okay, and then do my 3 double crochet right in here. You're gonna yarn over and go through that hole. Okay, here's your completed granny square. Now, actually, honestly, you could keep going and just keep going and going and making a whole blanket that way. Or you can go another few rounds bigger to make bigger squares. That way it's a little bit easier to join them into a blanket. It's really up to you. But here's how it should look. And I'm gonna show you how to weave in your ends. So get one of these plastic needles. Okay, and then I weaved in all the other ones already, but you have your end, and then basically you just find places to put the yarn. So I'm gonna, like, in here, and you're just gonna kind of sew it in. Pull it through, and maybe you wanna come backwards, and you should be able to cut it fairly close. Okay, so that's it. Here are my 2 granny squares that I have made. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna sandwich them together, so like right sides together. So you are gonna wanna join this guy and this guy. Find the exact 2 chains, and you're gonna put your hook in the outer V, like I showed you before. Okay. And you're gonna get your new yarn and bring that through and just kind of leave it like this like this. Okay. Then in the next outer loop, you're going to push through. You're going to grab the yarn, and then you're going to pull it through. Sorry, I don't know if you saw that. Okay, we'll try it again. You're going to push through both those outer loops, grab your yarn, bring it through, and then it's basically like a long slip stitch. So we're down here to our last stitch in the corner. So basically, if you were to be joining an entire blanket, see, this is how it'll look in the front. Let's see, like that. So if you were going to be joining a whole blanket, you would want to make rows. So you would join this side, and then you would join on this side, and then the next side over, and then you would have one long strip, and then you would want to join this top part like in one super long motion.
Okay guys, that's it. You crocheted in the round now by making this traditional granny square. And I hope you had fun. I hope this inspires you to make a blanket for yourself or for your mom. I'm sure she would love it. Feel free to comment below and ask me questions. I'll try to help you as you're going along if you encounter any problems. And that's it. I hope you guys have a great day. Subscribe. Bye. This is called a broken spider web. Same kind of an idea. We use a slightly different technique.